Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Buddy. I'm your host Josh Blumenkrantz. Today I am reviewing Frankenstein. Directed by Guillermo del Toro, it's a story about a mad scientist named Victor Frankenstein who decides to bring a creature to life and all of the consequences that are sure to follow right after. So Guillermo del Toro, he's the monster movie guy. Like he always makes his movies with such a vision, and Frankenstein is no exception. Like we've been waiting for him to do this kind of a movie for like a while now. This has like hints of all of his movies that he kind of has done before. Like there's a hints of like Crimson Peak in here. There's like hints of The Shape of Water in here. Maybe some hints of Pinocchio in here. I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot in this movie, and of course he has it with a big studio, Netflix. But man, the crafts on this movie are impeccable. Oscar Isaac plays Frankenstein, and he's very eccentric. He wants to bring like change to society. He wants to conquer death. As a child, like he has some like major trauma and stuff leading to how he is today. And Oscar Isaac's good. He lets loose. He's very crazy. He's very intense. He's also a guy that you kind of feel sympathy for, like at first, but then later on in the movie that all changes, and you're like, wow, I kind of don't like this guy anymore. Like it's really interesting to see that shift for that character. And Oscar Isaac, he brought it. But the real star of this movie is Jacob Elordi. He plays the creature, and oh my god, Jacob, he's been making some really good choices lately. The last thing I saw him in was Priscilla. He played Elvis Presley. Before that, he was in Saltburn, and of course, he's very good on Euphoria. But man, like this, he's been like rising to the top with all of his choices, with all of his characters. And oh my god, the creature. There's like so many different layers to this creature. He's emotional. He just wants to be a monster with another person. Like have love, not be alone in this world. He's like a fish out of water in the beginning. He's kind of learning how the world works. And that's like his story especially. Okay, so the movie basically has it in separate parts. There's like the opening, there's Victor's story, and then there's the creature story. And while Victor's story is interesting, it's more of setup for like the creature story, which Jacob is the lead in. He is amazing. Oh my god, like there's so much stuff that this character goes through with Victor. Like their dynamic is pretty funny because it's like master and like apprentice or whatever you want to call it. Him just like learning like words, talking, just how to be in society. But then when he comes a little like too rambunctious, he has to like get out of that environment. And once he goes and finds other people along the way, you start to see him become more like a human being. And that's really the message that Guillermo del Toro wants to like kind of face across with the audience for this movie. Is like sometimes like you can't judge a book by its cover, and people can change. People can change for the better. People can change for worse. It's a very interesting monster. So Mia Goth plays two characters. She plays Frankenstein's mother at the beginning of the movie, and then she plays Elizabeth. So she's kind of like the love interest of Frankenstein, even though she's engaged to his brother. But also, she's kind of a love interest to the creature a little bit also. So like there's a really interesting playful dynamic there. And she's good. I just wish she was in the movie just a little bit more. Maybe like one or two more scenes with like the creature or like with Frankenstein. Just something to elevate her character. But like she was amazing. She's always been like the scream queen, like, obviously in like X and Pearl, like, and just like so many other movies. But like, yeah, Mia Goth in a Guillermo del Toro film, it's very exciting. The only flaw I have in the movie is that there are some characters that are a little underwritten, like Christoph Waltz. He plays Heinrich. He is the like funder of Victor Frankenstein's experiments. Also, Elizabeth's uncle. He just doesn't have that much to do in this movie. He's like barely in it. And then there's also Victor's brother who is engaged to Elizabeth, but like again, he just kind of pops in and out, has a good relationship with Victor, but like not much happens with that. Let's talk crafts. Oh my god, the crafts, like the makeup on Jacob Elordi as the creature, amazing. Like, oh my god. And just like the overall makeup, it's very gory in this movie, a lot of blood, a lot of prosthetics here, very practical. It's very complex. And of course, Guillermo del Toro is gonna do amazing work because like he is the guy. He's the monster guy, the craft guy. Like he knows what he wants before he even films it. And respect. Also, the cinematography is very good. It's got like a dark mood kind of feel. Just the way that everything's lit. Some of it's natural light. Others, like, you could argue it's a little bit of like special effects kind of going with the overall just like look and aesthetic. But it's pretty cool. And then, of course, you have the score by Alexander Desplat, which is interesting in some parts, but not that memorable. Although I think when you see the movie again, it kind of starts to sink in a little bit what the themes actually are, especially from like the end. Oh my god, I can't even say anything, but amazing. One more issue I have with the movie is just the pacing a little bit. Like it's just a little too long, just a little bit. Like again, like the movie's split into acts. So you have the prologue, you have Victor's story, you have the creature's story, and then you have the end. But like I feel like Victor's story is just a little bit longer than the creatures. It's not that even, and the creature story is more interesting. But I don't know. I just wish there's some stuff he could have cut out, maybe about like 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and I think the movie would have been perfect. But like, I had a very good time with this movie. I saw it 2 times. I saw it the first time at the Toronto International Film Festival, and I saw it at the Los Angeles premiere. And I really enjoyed it the second time. Like just knowing where the story goes, especially like you really start to see everything that he sets up. Del Toro just knows the story he wants to tell, and like this is a good movie to see with the audience. Like the audiences that I saw in both screenings loved this movie. It was fantastic. Like this is the kind of movie that you need to see in the theater. Don't just stream it at home at Netflix. If you have a movie theater that's playing it near you, go see it. See it in IMAX. See it in the best quality possible. You will not regret it. But yeah, if I had to give a grade on Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Like I said, some minor issues with it, but ultimately was very surprised, very emotional, especially with Jacob Elordi's The Creature. Like he moved me several times. It was very layered. He just struck a chord in me. It was no. Oscar potential. There's a few categories. I mean, it could be in one of Netflix's big juggernaut films, pending what happens with Jay Kelly and a few others. But picture, I think, is on the table. It's not locked, but it is possible. Guillermo del Toro, while I think he should be like locked to be in there, I don't know if he's a necessarily slam dunk. There's a lot of good directors for a lot of good movies this year. We'll see how he falls. He's in the conversation, but I'm not putting him in just yet. No actors, but I would love it if Jacob Elordi got in for The Creature as like supporting actor. That would be really inspired. I don't think it's gonna happen just because he's playing a monster. I don't know if Netflix is not Netflix, if the Academy is gonna go for that, but I mean we'll see down the road. But I don't know. I think it's gonna win makeup. I have that in. I think it's gonna be nominated for costumes and for production design. Score, Alexander Desplat. They're kind of hit or miss with now. Before they used to love Desplat like all the time with him, but it's been kind of like sometimes yes, sometimes no, but we'll see. But those are pretty much all the categories that I have it for. It's mainly craft heavy with a few above the lines, but it's not guaranteed, but it's possible. Those are my thoughts on Frankenstein. Thank you so much for listening, and if you like what you heard, go and hit the subscribe button on the channel. I greatly appreciate your feedback and your support. And remember, when you go to the movies, bring your buddy and talk about movies. Until next time, bye.